Hello, everybody. It is England Jones here, and I'm going to be doing a vlog about the reoccurring situation, and I'm pretty sure that we all know that it's now very pandemic. Um, the Chick-fil-A situation, and why did everybody go to Chick-fil-A, and so forth. And how it being, anti-gay. They believe in the man and woman marriage, so on. Well, the original owner, I do not know his name. Don't want to sound rude, but I can't say that I do care much for his name. But what was said was that he believes in, or as he said, we believe in, for the Chick-fil-A franchise that biblically, you following the Bible and you're following the rules, and it's no same-sex marriage. He just don't believe in that. These are the type of situations for me that I have the most problems with when it comes to the whole world in general and just kind of trying to spread the peace, spread the love. I always find this the most complicated to deal with because it's not. It's the exact opposite from that. And with anything that you're trying to pursue, you always going to have an opposer. It's not, that's just with anything, whether you're doing something good or whether you're doing something bad, there's always going to be an opposer there to kind of get a job in or two. Well, in this situation, I believe that personally, he shouldn't have even been asked that question. Like, you're a freaking food franchise. Who cares about sexual orientation in a food franchise? Last time I checked, we're all human and we all get hungry. And as long as we're at your franchise buying your food, nothing else should matter. And this is the point where I feel like professionally he crossed the line, or whoever decided to let this stuff out. I can't even say it's him because the man's dead now, so he can't even speak for himself anymore. So I can't even say he released it, but that's what he said, as they're saying. Um, this is why I find like it's frustrating because it's food and none of that stuff matters, and that's when it, as I was saying, professionally, kind of gets up screwed for me because it's not supposed to happen in that field at all. Like with any business, I don't believe sexual orientation should be even brought up or even thought of because you're a business and you're here to sell a product. That's all your main goal is to do is to sell a product. And here, and then now you have the whole Christian and all that stuff going on. See, it costs so much stuff, and I'm a Christian myself, but I always have problems with this because God never had to argue. I'm sorry, Jesus never had to argue the word of God. As if you read the stories, he's not arguing with anybody about the word of God. And today, so many Christians got this fight in them that they have to argue. No one cares, like they feel so strongly about that someone is doing so wrong, but they can't seem to look in their own eyes and realize what they're doing wrong because everybody else wrong is so much more greater than theirs. Okay, but and that's I just find that extremely frustrating with Christians because we're supposed to be spreading love and we're supposed to be spreading the word of God, and that's what I think most people fail to realize. The word of God is not personal, but as people we put personal agendas on the word of God, meaning we can say the word of God with an attitude, or if we're disgusted by something, we're going to translate that out of anger with the word of God because at the end of the day, which it shouldn't be used for, a lot of people use the word of God to justify, I'm going to say, their almost wrongdoings. Because if you're coming at someone angry, you can't use the word of God to justify your anger. It's just not right. And that's what a lot of Christians are doing. And here in this situation, oh my gosh, I don't even know this thing is going to die down. You know, um, the people in LGBT community, they're doing a lot of things. They're doing a lot of fundraisers, and they're trying to support their community, and they're trying to get out and branch out, and to let everybody know that everyone's human. We can all live in one. And I feel as though if everybody else who's opposing got a problem with it, you do the same thing because you're not. You're sitting back and you're criticizing. You're sitting back and you're judging. You're sitting back and you're condemning, and that's not getting anything done at the end of the day. And it's just spreading more hate, and it's so freaking frustrating. You guys do not understand how frustrating it is. Because I know how it feels personally to fight with oneself on your sexual preference, to fight with who you want to be or who you think you are. I know the feeling, and it's so easy for Christians to say, "Oh, you're wrong, and you're wrong, and it's not right, it's just not normal, and blah blah blah," but they're not there. They're not dealing with the same issues you're dealing with. So don't feel as though you have to. How can I say this? Hmm. Don't feel as though you have to comply to what everybody is saying you to do, because at the end of the day you have to find your own. You have to find your own self. And as I said before, I know how that feels to try to get molded into something you're not, and to try to get screwed into another direction that you're not really even trying to go into. But there's a lot of things that bothers me. I guess I started doing my vlogs, but this is really lengthy, so I'm just gonna cut it off here because I think I'm talking a little bit too much. So yes, leave comments. Feel free to leave comments and comment to me or inbox me on Facebook or YouTube because I'm posting them on both. So yeah. With that being said, just let me know or make another video, kind of going along with what I have to say, or even if you're opposing, just go ahead and do it because I love everyone. All right. Okay. Bye bye, guys.